Good evening. I'm Yumi Oguni, a member of Inamori Art Project Group. From now, Ms. Noriko Inamori would like to tell her message to you, and I'd like to read it on behalf of her. Starting to live as a person with physical disabilities. Let us ring the bell of peace together. My disease started just before I was 50 years old. The name of the disease is called multiple system atrophy. The doctor told me that the type I have is striatonigral degeneration. And it is a fatal disease, and it takes away my physical abilities one by one, until it will eventually affect my lungs and breathing. The doctor told me, your life expectancy is about 5 to 6 years from the time the disease began. 6 years have already passed, and I cannot speak, roll over, nor walk. Over this time, I have truly realized that I used to live with such a blessed body. I have been really amazed by the fact that human beings cannot fully appreciate the meaning and happiness of being normal. For me, my illness has given me the chance to observe and gain the full realization of how amazing our bodies are. It is as if I was given the opportunity to step outside myself and see more clearly. These days, people call me a person with physical disabilities, and I'm categorized as disabled. But I do not really feel so. Of course, it is inconvenient that my body does not move, but I can live my life in a way that is more honest to myself, making true friendships, meeting lovely people much more than when I was healthy. So I started to think that inconvenience is not at all unhappy, and it really depends on how I live. I think the life we are given is irreplaceable without disabilities. Nowadays, many older women are strongly encouraged to have an abortion because they are told there is a chance the baby will be born disabled. My understanding is, if the life is not supposed to be lived, then they will not be born. If someone is born to this world with a disability, it means that the one has something to do in this world. This is so clearly demonstrated in the example of the most admirable Miss Helen Keller, who was profoundly deaf and blind, and yet she became a beacon to us all. Without her disability, she would not have met and worked with Anne Sullivan. And because she experienced the world without light, only through their work together did she find out the importance of the light. Her successful overcoming of her hardships gives us such a shining example. We human beings can easily forget gratitude for this gift of life. We often cannot appreciate the happiness that we have when we are healthy and able-bodied. So for all of us, people with disabilities can give direction to many others by coming out in public with courage and stating what they feel without hesitation. I took it for granted that I could walk and speak in my life. When I started to have problems with my body, I regret not living more fully my life while I could walk and speak. So, promise myself not to waste my limited time anymore. I questioned myself about what purpose I should use my time for. And the answer was to devote myself to building a peaceful and safe future for children. I also felt a sense of gratitude to God for the wonder and greatness of life. Actually, it was more of a gratitude for the earth that allows and protects all the living creatures to do their workings of life rather than an invisible God. That gratitude led to the dream of a peaceful future for humanity and the earth. When I think how significant life is, any living being is equally very important, regardless of what it is. Animal, human, or planet. Even more so amongst us humans. We are all brothers and sisters of the same family who are born on this planet we call Mother Earth. Anyone who lives on Earth and fights with others, and then it is just like brothers fighting in front of their mother. I strongly feel we cannot let down a Mother Earth by hurting her anymore. Wherever a person lives, having a different color of skin or eyes, having a different culture, believing a different religion, if we remember that we are all one family who are given life and supported by Earth, then any war can never have any real meaning. War is not even an answer to provide a safe place for children's future. When I look at the world now, I see an uneasy state of society. I wonder where humans are going like this, and if we could leave the future of love and dreams to the children. It is not my intention to talk about an easy, ideal theory, but I think it's necessary to have a forum for discussing the direction of mankind without individual merits, such as where should humans be heading to, or are they willing to? Then it reminded me the idea of going to the United Nations and speaking in front of people from all around the world. The system of the United Nations is the most valuable one that mankind ever created. Yet, although the diplomats of the different countries meet, they can only prioritize the interests of their own countries. However, we are facing a crisis on the global level that we have to think of solutions for. We need to go beyond the differences of nation, religion, and race, and recognize that we have a common destiny, that of living on the same planet, the spaceship, Earth. I am a person who led their own life as an ordinary housewife with 5 children. Half of humankind are ordinary women like me. No woman wants her loving son, husband, or boyfriend to kill others, no matter what their country or religion. Also, it is distressful and sad to lose our loved ones. For sure, we agree with all women on this point of view, no matter if they are Christian, Buddhist, or Islamic. There is no God who appreciates mother either. Now, I'm in poor physical condition so that I cannot move my body or speak anymore. But I'd like to call out to get together to protect our beloved families. This is a call from me to all the women in the world, as an ordinary woman, as a mother, and as a friend, living in the same age. Furthermore, I also wish to ask the men responsible in leading our societies to take us in the direction that establishes a life that will be secure and peaceful in the future. I am opposed to the enforcement by the use of power or violence for the realization of peace, even if it is in the name of any kind of justice. Violence causes violence because it incurs the hatred of the people afflicted. Our human history is proof of this, isn't it? Of this continuing repetition. We are the same family, brothers and sisters living on this earth. I think now is the time we have to love each other based on this belief, overcoming our various differences, and with a perspective from inside our heart that we are all children of Earth, living on the same planet. We want to unite ourselves as one and leave the Earth to our children, the future generation, as a planet to be able to live happily in the future. If the next world war breaks out, the Earth will be on the edge of being destroyed. And it will be too late to turn back time once the Earth becomes a dead planet where no living being can survive. Please let us not create a future of such terrible circumstances for all the children that we love. Let us dream of the prospect of an earth of love and peace, everyone hand in hand, men and women together, and let us start to ring this bell of peace in the United Nations together. Thank you very much.